Oh, here we are with the Little League football tournament. As pits the number 3 team and number 4 team going against each other. The Jaycees and R.H. Miller are locking horns today. R.H. Miller will be the receiving team here on the opening kickoff. During the kicking off for the Jaycees will be number 40, Kaminsky Lee, and he's going to squib kick this one. The winner of this game will end up in 3rd place in the tournament, and the loser will be the 4th place team. We're ready to start this action. Back deep for R.H. Miller, 23, Jamie Rogers, and number 15, Russell Godwin. And you see the referees have spotted the ball on the wrong marker, and that's no way to start off a football game when the officials make a mistake. But true to form, they've been making mistakes all year round, so nothing new for them. Kaminsky Lee set to kick off. He's going to squib it off the tee. It's going to be picked up by number 14. It's going to be reversed to number 12. 12's coming around the right side. Still on his feet. Finally dragged up by Kaminsky Lee. Number 12 carrying the ball. Ravi Flournoy. R.H. Miller will take over 1st and 10 on the 46-yard line. Chris Branch will be quarterback in the R.H. Miller Wildcats. In the backfield will be Rogers, Godwin, and one more we'll try to identify, number 27, and that's who's carrying the ball. Robinson carrying the ball, picks up about 5 yards on the play, being dropped by number 68 and also 51 Miles, and 68 will be DeJuan Chips. Gain of about 5 yards, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Still on. Still on.
No huddle. By R.H. Miller, they're going to try to catch the defense off guards rather, and it worked to Jaycees' advantage there as number 30 shooting through there, Joseph the Hitman Webster, and also number 70, Cleotis Bell, makes the stop on quarterback Branch. A loss of about a yard. It's going to bring up 3rd and 6. 3rd down, 6 yards to go for R.H. Miller. Branch, a quarterback, a passing down. Branch has a good arm, throws a pretty spiral. We'll see if he's going to throw it. He elects to run the ball with Rogers. Rogers has the 1st down and about a yard extra. On the tackle, number 68 and also number 10. Number 10, Darryl McElroy, number 68, DeJuan Chips. 1st and 10 for R.H. Miller. R.H. Miller on the Jaycees 44-yard line. It's going to be a wingback reverse to Godwin, and that didn't fool anybody. In there to make the hit was number 40 for the Jaycees, and that is Kaminsky Lee. A loss of about 4 yards on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd down and about 14. 2nd down and 14. Ball's given to, let's see who carries the ball, Robinson. Flags are on the play. We'll return and tell you what the penalty is.
Miller back up to the line now. Branch under. Here's a handoff. That's number 5. Next, Mike Robertson. Mike picks up about 10 yards on the play. He's got a 1st down.
Miles in on the stop.
Miles is on the stop for the Jaycees.
Yeah.
Okay, 20 yards away from a touchdown now as quarterback Branch brings his Wildcats up to the line. And he's back to pass, and he rolls out, and he's sacked by number 40 for Jaycees, Kaminsky Lee. Lee making a fine effort on that play. It's going to be 2nd down. The R.H. Miller Wildcats going against the Jaycees this afternoon for 3rd place in the Recreational League Football League. 2nd down on the 35-yard line now.
Maybe about 15 for 1st down.
He's 2nd and about 15 for a 1st down. Branch under. He hands off to number 23. That's Jamie Rogers sweeping around the left side of the line, and he's tackled on the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 3rd down. Still about 15 yards to go for 1st down.
Kaminsky Lee made the stop, I believe.
Kaminsky Lee made the stop on that play.
I make that McElroy. Excuse me, the quarterback.
I'm sorry, that was McElroy making the tackle. 3 minutes and 42 seconds left to go in the 1st quarter. There's no score as yet. Branch brings the R.H. Miller Wildcats to the line, and here's a snap, and handoff is to Number 30,
33.
33, I'm sorry, and it's Lance Wilkerson. Very little gain on the play, maybe about a 2-3 yard pickup. It'll be 4th down and about 12 yards to go. This drive for the R.H. Miller Wildcats. It's 4th down and about 12 yards to go as Branch brings his charges up. And there's a timeout call by R.H. Miller. So we'll be right back. All right, 4th down now for the R.H. Miller Wildcats. This is a big play for them in this first quarter. No score in the game. Branch down under, he takes, and he's rolling around to the right side. And he's throwing the pass down the field. And it's intercepted by number 10. That's Daryl McElroy for the Jaycees. So it'll be Jaycees' ball on about the 10-yard line.
The intended receiver the air was Mike Robertson.
Okay, Robert said that intended receiver was Mike Robertson.
We got a flag there.
Good play by McElroy. He was covering Robertson real well.
Got a flag there too.
Okay, there's a flag on the play, so there's a possibility. No, it was against the R.H. Miller Wildcats, so it's a 1st down for the Jaycees. Roy is the quarterback for the Jaycees. Vince Lee is back there at the fullback spot. Jaycees have 1st and 10 now, and he hands off to number 34.
That's 74, Brian
74.
Kendrick.
Brian Kendrick. And he's a running back with a lineman's number, I guess.
About 3 yards, yeah.
It's about a 3-yard gain.
We got a
Too much time.
I don't think so. I believe it's too much time on the field. I don't know.
Okay, we got a penalty on the play. And they're going to step off 5 yards against the Jaycees.
Might be unsportsmanlike conduct.
Unsportsmanlike conduct, we're believing is what it is, because the play was a dead ball foul.
I'm not really sure what it is.
Okay, McElroy lines up again under the center.
Oh,
And he hands off to a little back in there. I'll catch that number in just a second.
that's
That's
number
number 34, and that's Cedric Emerson. So Emerson picks up maybe a half a yard or a yard on the play. We got another penalty on the play, and the referees are talking over with R.H. Miller. And there's going to be another walk-off, it looks like. Illegal procedure declined against the Jaycees, so it'll be 3rd down and long yardage about 10 yards to go. McElroy pitches out to Emerson. Emerson sweeping around the right side, and he picks up about 3 yards on the play, so it's going to be 4th down and about 5 or 6 yards to go. So
number
the
88.
Jaycees will wind up punting. Number 88,
I guess that's
89,
Peyton Weeks.
number 80, Peyton Weeks made the tackle for the R.H. Miller Wildcats. Okay, it's going to be 1st and 10 from midfield stripe for R.H. Miller. Branch has his team down. Hands off number 23. That's Jamie Rogers. And he picks up very little yardage around the left side of the line.
34 Emerson in on the
Emerson made the tackle for the Jaycees. About a minute left in the first quarter. There's no score. Each team's had possession of it once. R.H. Miller on their 2nd possession now. Branch under the center, takes a snap and almost fumbles it. And it goes to his big fullback. That's number 27, Matt Robertson, sorry. Matt Robertson taking the ball. He picks up about 3 or 4 yards. So it's going to be 3rd down, about 5 yards to go. First quarter, about 16 seconds remaining. And if they don't hurry, they won't get this play off. Branch down under. And he hands off to Robertson again, and he's going to pick up Rogers. He's going to pick up big yards. And that will probably do it for this quarter. No score at the end of one quarter. So it's R.H. Miller nothing, Jaycees nothing after one complete quarter of play. Big play starting the second quarter play in the third place bowl in the Rec League Championship. About a yard to go for first down for R.H. Miller. It's a big play for them. Branch down under, and he sneaks the ball. He's going to pick up about 3 or 4 yards on his own before he's tackled by Miles and a host of other Jaycees. So it's first down, ball on about the 35-yard line. He has about 20 yards to go for a touchdown, and they're back down there in scoring position again. But it just seems like they've had a problem punching that ball over this afternoon. Okay, it's first down, 10 to go for the R.H. Miller Wildcats. Branch takes the ball. He hands off to number 25. Number 15, that's Russell 5. Number 5 is Mike Robertson. Sorry about that. Robertson picked up about a yard on the play, so it's second down, about 9 yards to go. Branch down under now. He takes the ball, he hands off to number 23, and that's Matt Rogers, Jamie Rogers. He's tackled down there by number 22 for the Jaycees. That's Martez Johnson. Third down, 2 yards to go now. Minutes and 30 seconds left in the second quarter. Still no score. R.H. Miller driving the ball. Third down, about 2 or 3 yards to go. And they sweep around there, and they fumble the ball as they swept around that right side. But they recover. Number 70 for the Jaycees made a great hit. Number 70 is Cleotis Bell. So a good tackle by Cleotis. Fourth down and 6 yards to go now. 4 yards to go for the R.H. Miller Wildcats. Another big play for these fellas. As they're really close to the JC goal line. There's a handoff, and number 12, Ravy Flournoy, falls down. So the JCs will take over.
Well, we got a flag down there.
Well, we have a flag on the play.
I have to wait and see what the call is.
And it's looks like an offsides against the JCs, the men in the JCs. And that's going to be about a 5-yard penalty.
We'll give R.H. Miller first down. Big break, Gary, for the R.H. Miller squad.
Really a big break. 5:31 left in the game. Now in the half. For a big first down now on the penalty. And they've got about 15 yards for a touchdown, and they'll have it. It's first and 10 at this point. Branch down under. And he fumbles the ball again. Having a little problem holding on to the ball this afternoon. He loses about a yard. So it's going to be second down and about 11 yards to go for R.H. Miller. Back up to the line. Second down and about 2 or 3 yards to go for first. Well, I'm sorry, about 12 yards to go for first down. And they pick up about 3 or 4 yards on that play, so it's going to be a third down and long yardage coming up. That was number 14, Branch, on the carry. To the line now. It's going to be third down and long yardage, about 8, 9 yards to go on the play. Branch is back to pass. He's going to be sacked, though. That was number 22 for the Jaycees, Martez Johnson.
Cedric Emerson made the big hit.
Cedric Emerson was the one putting the pressure on and made the big hit on the quarterback. So it's fourth down and about a mile to go now for R.H. Miller. Down 12?
Yeah.
Okay. R.H. Miller back up to the line now. Branch back, and he's going to hand off to number 23. Jamie Rogers, and very little pickup on the play. So the ball's going to go over to the JCs, but there's a flag on the play. So we'll see what happens. Nice little run by Rogers, but all could be to no avail. Holding against R.H. Miller. So the JCs will take over at this point, and another scoring drive is foiled by the JCs against the R.H. Miller Wildcats. With 2 minutes and 31 seconds left in the half, we have a 0-0 score. All right, McElroy rolls back and chased by a couple of R.H. Miller Wildcats. And that's Russell Godwin that made the tackle on McElroy. So it'll be second down, and about a mile ago we have a yellow rag on the play. Let's see. What What was the call, Roger?
I think the call was, I don't know.
Second down for the Jaycees after a big loss on the play. Number 40, Davinsky Lee carrying the ball. And a short yardage pickup. Fumble, but he retains possession of the ball, so somebody picked it up. Jaycees deep in their own territory to be third down. Okay, it's third down. McElroy down under now. And he hands off to number 34. That's Cedric Emerson. And he falls down his own backfield, so it's going to be fourth down. And it looks like about 20 or 30 yards to go there. All right, R.H. Miller down under. Branch hands off to number 15. That's Godwin. And he's going to lose about a yard on the play. It's like number 72 for the Jaycees in on the tackle, Chad Odom, making that play. R.H. Miller trying to score desperately before the quarter runs out. That's number 27 on the carry. That's Matt Robertson on the play. I look at the wrong score sheet. All right, 32 seconds left to go and the clock's running. Branch down under and he rolls back and he hands off to number 12. That's Ravy Flournoy. Looks like Flournoy is going all the way.
He's down.
And he scores a touchdown just as we're running out of time here in the first half. R.H. Miller finally punches that ball in and across, so it's 6-0. R.H. Miller with the extra point coming up.
And cheerleaders cheering, I guess.
Okay, lining up for the extra point. Branch down under. He hands off to number 27, Robertson, and he scores the extra point. So it's going to be the R.H. Miller 8, the Jaycees nothing, with 16 seconds left to go in this ball game. I mean this half. That's a good one. That's a good one. Okay, the kickoff. R.H. Miller kicking off the Jaycees, and Squibb kicks it. And that's number 51 recovering the ball for the Jaycees. That's Dackery Miles. Corey Miles. So he's lining up with 13 seconds to go. Yes, sir. In the first half of the third place game. And back to pass is McElroy. And number 27, Robertson, and number 80, Peyton Weeks make the tackle. Clock's running, and that's the end of the first half. So after one half of play for third place in the Minden Recreational League Football Little League Championships, it's R.H. Miller 8 and the Minden Jaycees 0.
Yes, sir.
All right. Hey.
All right, second half of the R.H. Miller Jaycee game for third place. Kick out by R.H. Miller over to the Jaycees. Ball gets by, and R.H. Miller's going to come up with the recovery. You know, the recovery for R.H. Miller will be number 15. That's Russell Godwin. He comes up with it. R.H. Miller will set up first and 10 down on the Jaycee 46, leading 8-0. Real big break starting the third quarter of action. We do want to take time to thank Gary Holloway for coming in and doing the first half, as Roger had to be gone. R.H. Miller quarterback Branch hands it to Rogers over the right side. He's finally pulled down out there by number 40, Kaminsky Lee, along with help from number 10. That's Darryl McElroy. It'll be 2nd and 6 from the 42. R.H. Miller with a second down. They need 7 yards. Ball's handed to the right side. That's Rogers who spins away. Finally brought down. Again, number 10, McElroy, along with number, I believe that's 68, DeJuan Chips on the stop. A gain of about 1. Bring up 3rd and along 6. Big play facing the Jaycee defense. 3rd and 6. Ball down and along 42. R.H. Miller. That's Matt Robertson. He takes it over the left side. He's going to get the first down. Dragged down from behind by number 51 for the Jaycees. That was DeCoy Miles, but not until Robertson had made the first down. 1st and 10 for R.H. Miller. 6 minutes and 10 seconds left to go in the third quarter. R.H. Miller leading 8-0. They have the ball 1st and 10. We got a penalty marker down. And we got a delay of the game against R.H. Miller. That'll push him back 5 yards. That's a break for the Jaycees, and it hurts R.H. Miller. It'll be 1st and 15 on the JC 40. 1st and 15, ball on the JC 40. Right now, the Jaycees cannot afford to let R.H. Miller get that scoreboard again. Branch on a keeper around the right side. He gets 5 yards. He's still on his feet. He's still going. Gets about 12 yards. A nice run by Chris Branch. He's finally rolled out of bounds by 68 to 1 chips with some help from number 32 for the JC squad. That's Aaron McCorvey, but it's going to be a big pickup of 11 yards. Makes the 2nd and 4 down on the JC 29. 2nd down, long 4 for R.H. Miller. Full house backfield for the R.H. Miller squad. Ball handed to Robertson going around the right side. He tripped on the handoff. Looked like he tripped over his own feet. Fell to the earth, and that's going to bring up 3rd. Lost a yard on the play, and about 6. Ball on the 30. 3rd down, 6 yards to go. Ball's going to be handed to the last back, Rogers. He cuts it back against the grain. He's got the 1st down. He's still on his feet. He's down to about the 5-yard line, and he's dragged down by number 10, McElroy. But that's what Jamie Rogers has been doing well the whole football game, taking the ball, going a couple of steps to his left, then cutting back to his right. That's called going against the grain or misdirection running, and Rogers has really killed the Jaycees today with that type of running. We got a timeout, Jaycees. 4:29 left to go in the 3rd quarter. R.H. Miller ahead 8-0 and driving. Back to action now. It's 1st and go for R.H. Miller down on the 6-yard line of the Jaycees. Again, R.H. Miller usually goes to that full house backfield when they get beyond within the 10. Ball's handed to Matt Robertson over the right side. He's on his feet. He's near the goal line. Goes in. Well, he's over the goal line, but they're going to, I guess, whistle the ball dead before he got into the end zone. So it's going to be 2nd and goal from the 1. That extra effort that he used was after the whistle had blown. 2nd goal, ball on the 1-foot line. 2nd goal, and the ball's handed over the right side. Robertson clearly into the end zone this time. Touchdown, R.H. Miller. That gives them, with 3:52 left to go in the 3rd quarter, a 14-0 lead. 2-point conversion attempt for R.H. Miller. They lead 14-0. Branch takes the ball and hands it, or keeps it, make it, over the left side. Comes up empty with it, no 2-point conversion. But with 3:52 left to go in the 3rd quarter, it's the R.H. Miller squad 14, Jaycees nothing. Kick off by R.H. Miller. Squig kick over to the left side. This time the Jaycees are able to come up with the football. As in on the number 30, that's Joseph, the hitman, Webster. All right, Jaycees have the ball 1st and 10 on their own 46. R.H. Miller has used good use of the onside kick today. That set up their touchdown here in the beginning of the 3rd quarter. Ball's handed to Kaminsky Lee going around the right side, or make that Emerson going around the right side. He's trying to get a block from Lee, but number 27, Matt Robertson, refused to be blocked. He came in and dumped Mr. Emerson for a loss of about a yard, or make it a gain of a yard. 2nd and 9, ball on the 47. 2nd down, 9 yards to go. Jaycees on their own 47. They need a touchdown. They trail 14-0. Kaminsky Lee goes around the left side, cuts it back, stays on his feet, breaks a couple of tackles, gets near 1st down territory. Excuse me, folks. In on the tackle, number 5, Robertson, 15, Godwin. And also getting up, number 12, that's Rabbi Flournoy. It's going to be 3rd and 2. Big 3rd down play, 3rd and 2. Ball down on the R.H. Miller 46. Jaycees need to tally something on this drive. Emerson around the right side. He's got the 1st down. He's got 5 more. He's got 10. Finally knocked out of bounds by number 12, Rabbi Flournoy. But Emerson gets a big 1st down for the Jaycees. Keeps them in the ball game. 1st and 10. Ball down on the R.H. Miller 35-yard line. Jaycees very enthusiastic now. They got the ball 1st and 10 down on the R.H. Miller 35, their best drive of the ball game. Kaminsky Lee over the left side. He rips off 5 quick yards before being brought down by Jamie Rogers and number 99, Big Trey Culverhouse. It's going to be 2nd and 5, ball down on the R.H. Miller 30-yard line. 2nd down, 5 yards to go. Jaycees up on the R.H. Miller 30-yard line, 20 yards away from pay dirt. Ball's handed around the right side. Emerson makes a good cut to the outside. But a nice open field tackle by number 5, Mike Robertson. A fantastic tackle out there by Robertson, as he was the only man between Emerson and about 5 or 10 yards. Flag on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd down, 6 yards needed for the Jaycees. Ball's pitched around the Lee. It's going around the left side. Well, he was going around the left side. Mr. Chris Branch, number 14 out there, made the stopper and puts him back for about a 5-yard loss. Brings up 4th down, about 12 needed ball on the 38-yard line of R.H. Miller. 35 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Jaycees trailing 14-0. They got about 4th and 14. They got to convert here. McElroy goes back to pass. Russell Godwin in his face, forces him to slip down. R.H. Miller will take over 1st and 10 on their own 45-yard line. Nice defensive play by Godwin. 25 seconds left to go in the third quarter. R.H. Miller leading 14-0. They just turned back the JC squad, who had their best offensive drive of the game going. Ball's handed by Branch to Wilkerson up the middle. He gets about 3 or 4 hard-earned yards. He's banged to the ground by DeJuan Chips and number 7, Cleotis Bell. But to pick up a 4, make it 2nd and 6, as the third quarter will come rolling to an end. After 3 quarters of play, the score for the third-place position in Little League football reads R.H. Miller Wildcats 14, the Jaycees nothing. We'll be back for the 4th and final quarter in just one moment. Branch hands it off to Mike Robertson around the left side. He stopped out there after a gain of about 1 yard. In on the tackle, number 74. That's Brian Kendrick, along with number 51. That's DeCorey Miles. It'll be 3rd down 4, ball on the 49-yard line of the Jaycees. 3rd down, a long 4. Full house backfield. Ball's going to be the wingback reverse to Godwin. He's got the 1st down and more. He's all the way down to the JC 35-yard line. DeJuan Chips, big man, brings him back down from behind. But a nice offensive call by the R.H. Miller coaches. They caught him flat-footed, and it's 1st and 10, R.H. Miller. See R.H. Miller, center number 99, Trey Coverhouse, gets ready to give it to Mr. Branch. He takes it. Again, a little reverse around the left side with Flournoy. This time, Emerson has him way back behind the line of scrimmage. He'll dump him for about a 10-yard loss. Bring up 2nd and 20 for the R.H. Miller Wildcats. Ball on their own 40, or make it on the JC 45-yard line. 2nd down, 20 yards to go. 6 minutes, 5 seconds left to go in the ball game. R.H. Miller with the football, hands it to Rogers. He goes for about a 1-yard gain. In on the stop, Joseph, the hitman Webster, who stops Rogers after a gain of 1. It'll be 3rd down, 19 yards to go for R.H. Miller. R.H. Miller with the football. They have 3rd and long, but they are burning time, and that's their ally. There is illegal procedure, and Branch is going to be dragged down. In on the stop, number 74, Brian Kendrick. But there was illegal procedure in the backfield before the play was run. Jaycees will decline it, and I'm sure R.H. Miller will probably punt the football away. Back to action now. Jaycees have the football after the punt. 1st and 10 on their own 30. And they need a quick score. The ball's handed to Emerson around the right side. He's going to pick up 5, breaks a tackle. He gets 3 or 4 more. He's finally run out of bounds by number 12, Ravi Flournoy, along with some help from number 1, Pat Jackson. A good gain, though, by Emerson of 9 yards. It'll bring up 2nd and 1, ball on the JC 39. Jaycees have the ball 2nd and 1 on their own 39. 5:09 left to go in the ball game. They trail 14-0 to R.H. Miller. They take the quarterback sneak right up the middle with McElroy. He gets the 1st down. He's stopped by the middle of the R.H. Miller line. That includes 33, Lance Wilkerson, number 15, Russell Godwin. But he does get the 1st down, but time's running short for the Jaycees. They trail 14-0. They need the big play. Jaycees have it 1st and 10, ball on their own 42-yard line. Full house backfield for the JC squad. Ball's going to be handed to Lee going around the left side. Boy, he's really hit hard out there by a couple of R.H. Miller tacklers. 99, Coverhouse, and number 23, Jamie Rogers, converged on Kaminsky Lee and stopped him after a 3-yard pickup. Long 5 for the Jaycees. Ball around their own 46-yard line. McElroy down under. He takes the ball, hands it to Emerson around the right side. And a nice play by Godwin. He strips the ball, but coming up with a recovery was number 34, Emerson. It was a nice play by Russell Godwin. He snuck up behind Emerson and hit him from the back, stripping the ball loose. It'll be 3rd down 4 for the Jaycees. 3 minutes, 25 seconds left to go. 3rd down, 4 yards to go for Jaycees for a 1st down. Fumble on the play. And on the recovery is McElroy. It's going to bring up 4th down 3 for the Jaycees, their last grasp. 4th down, 4 yards to go for the Jaycees. They've called timeout, plotted their strategy. Ball's going to be handed to Emerson going around the right side. He cuts it inside, gets the 1st down. Good open field tackle by Lance Wilkerson. But Emerson knew just where that 1st down yardage was. Got it. 1st and 10 for the Jaycees. Clock running, 2 minutes, 34 seconds left to go in the game. Jaycees trailing 14-0. They have the ball 1st and 10 on the R.H. Miller 47. Kaminsky Lee going on a sweep to the left side. But over there pursuing, Jamie Rogers made that play possible. Jamie Rogers didn't get the tackle, but he made the tackle possible by stringing it out. And then Lance Wilkerson came up to make the stop along with number 7, Bobby Kirkland. But give a lot of credit to that number 23, Rogers. He strung it out just the way you're supposed to do it. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, Jaycees with the football. Ball's handed to Emerson and in right on him as the ball was handed off. Number 27, Matt Robertson. Today, the story of this ball game, folks, with 1 minute and 36 seconds left, has been a tough R.H. Miller Wildcat defense. It's been that way the whole year. Raj, if you'll get a sign down there to the right of the pit that says hats off to the Wildcats, I guarantee you we can say that today. They have put in one heck of a defensive showing. Offense has clicked. It's been their day today. Minute and 31 seconds left to go in the ball game. After the timeout, it's 3rd down, 13 for the Jaycees. Ball on the 49-yard line. R.H. Miller's going to be a halfback pass. Kaminsky Lee was going to try to get the ball off, but nobody was open. And running him down, number 34 for R.H. Miller, Trey Bogus, captures him behind the line of scrimmage. It's going to bring up 4th down, about 18 yards to go. Jaycees trying to get a quick huddle and get a play off. The clock running, 1 minute 14 left to go in the ball game. Right now, it looks like R.H. Miller can safely say they were the number 3 team in the league this year. R.H. Miller was just a hair's breadth away from being in the championship game, as they have game in and game out this year in Little League football, showing that fine defense. Ended up with 2 ties, one with the team that's in the championship game. That's Ken Burnham. Ball's going to be pitched to Emerson. He tries a halfback pass, incomplete. Ball will go over to R.H. Miller. They'll have it 1st and 10 on their own 47-yard line. R.H. Miller, last year's champion in the Little League football action. They have the football 1st and 10, 42 seconds left to go in the game, and they have a 14-0 lead. Pitch out to the left to Flournoy. He's circling that left side. He's going to pick up some yardage, gets at least 3 or 4 yards. Well, he's using good effort, gets 4 or 5 yards, make it. He's finally knocked out of bounds by DeJuan Chips, number 68. Also over there, number 74, Brian Kendrick, as it'll bring up 2nd down, 2 yards to go for R.H. Miller. Clock is moving, 20 seconds left to go in the game. That will possibly be the last play of this ball game. As the clock is moving, R.H. Miller will end up in 3rd place. And as we said today, hats off to this squad. They've played hard the whole season. Have some good athletes on this team, and they're going to end up in 3rd place. Just as we said, a heartbeat away from playing in the championship game. Hats off to the R.H. Miller squad and also to their coaching staff. They've had one fine season. You stay tuned. We'll be coming up with the Little League championship game for 1985 in just one moment.